Nine Flames Sovereign Chapter 81, Yu Lao appears. Lin Tao grinned and grinned. It's a pity, if it's an ordinary person with a 12-star cultivation base without a low-grade spiritual weapon for self-defense, you might actually be killed by you. However, as the elder of Lin's family, the old man has the superior and inferior spirit tools given by his family, and he has the power to compete with the ordinary 1-star early masters. Lin Qingshan stared at Lin Tao blankly. Even though she might die and her heart is full of unwillingness, he still won't show despair and weakness in front of the enemy. Because it will only make the enemy happy. Lin Tao raised the low-grade spiritual weapon long sword in his hand and was about to attack. Skyfire Combat Body, condensed. Shanyan Chain. The flames condensed on the mysterious flame chain, and the two red chains broke through the air. What? Lin Tao was taken aback, never expected that the kid just came back. Lin Tao coldly snorted, "You are dead." Lin Qingshan's complexion is extremely complex. On the one hand, she is very moved. On the other hand, she can't wait to kick Han Feng a few feet. After finally leaving, she comes back again. Do you like to find death so much? Han Feng's true Qi cultivation base was at the beginning of the 2nd-star human rank, plus the mysterious flame chain attached to the Skyfire battle body and the middle rank Mortal Fire. It is a pity that Han Feng is facing a human level 12-star master. Broken! Lin Tao gave a low shout, and the two chains that shot towards Lin Tao were so stagnant in the air, then they seemed to be shattered by an invisible force. Dead! Lin Tao spit out these words coldly and pointed out. Jin Qi waved and shot away. Boom! Han Feng vomited blood again and again, and flew away. The effect of the Skyfire fighting body instantly dissipated, changing from a tall and stout fireman to a normal state. Although vomiting blood, Han Feng still yelled, "Sister Lin, take advantage of this time." The Purple Dragon Thunderous. Lin Qingshan really grasped the opportunity given by Han Feng, and Zilong roared out again. Oops. Lin Tao realized that it was not good, and quickly urged the lower-grade spirit weapon in his hand. Skytsong Huiyun Slash. However, this move was only launched in a hurry, and it did not exert the full power of Skytsong Firecloud Slash, and it was only half of the sky. In this way, the battle between Crimson and Ziguan, but Crimson fell into a disadvantage. The purple dragon was weakened by the red color, and became less than 1/3 of its heyday, and suddenly hit Lin Tao. Directly slammed Lin Tao against a mountain wall behind. Lin Tao sank in. Rumbling. The aftermath was still shaking. This time Han Feng was close, and he was injured, and he passed out immediately. Little brother. Lin Qingshan was so scared that she ran over immediately, and after searching, she was relieved to find that Han Feng had just passed out. Soon, Lin Qingshan's complexion turned red. After the transformation of the Skyfire combat body, Han Feng's clothes have long been torn. At this moment, it can be described as naked in front of Lin Qingshan. The little Han Feng is naturally exposed. Lin Qingshan glanced curiously, and whispered to herself, "It turns out that he has just developed, and he said he was a big man before. Hee, but it's pretty cute too." Han Feng, who was in a coma, naturally couldn't hear Lin Qingshan's words. If he knew, God would know if Han Feng would become angry. Is a man, and I hope that the place is praised by women as majestic, cute, and so on, so save it. Damn, you all damn. An angry roar sounded. Lin Qingshan's expression changed, and she stood up suddenly. You are all right. Lin Qingshan looked at Lin Tao incredulously. Lin Tao removed the broken clothes, revealing the soft armor inside. Lin Qingshan gritted her teeth. Low-grade spirit weapon defense soft armor. Like martial arts, in the same level, the value of defensive weapons is more than that of attack weapons. Lin Tao touched the soft armor, and also tore it off. The inferior low-grade spiritual weapon soft armor is indeed a waste product, but somehow it also played a role and did not cause the old man to be severely injured. Like the spirit stone, the inferior level of the spirit weapon is just a waste product of the same level. Just like inferior low-grade spirit stones, unless they are really poor, warriors seldom use such level of spirit stones for cultivation. The improvement is minimal. Lin Qingshan's complexion became dignified. Because of the soft armor, Lin Tao suffered only minor injuries. This way, it would not affect the performance of much combat power at all. Lin Qingshan intercepted in front of Han Feng, and now Han Feng has passed out and is easily affected by the battle and died. Lin Tao grinned, this kid is brave enough, and the only 2 stars of the human rank dare to intervene in the old man's battle. When I kill you, I will not spare this kid. Click, click, click. Lin Tao clenched his fists and made a clicking sound. It was obvious that Lin Tao was extremely angry in his heart. Lin Qingshan dare not care. Ha, just the Lin family, you dared to hurt my young master, you are bold enough. Just when Lin Tao and Lin Qingshan were confronting each other, deafening sounds came from all directions. The ground vibrated. Who? Lin Tao was horrified, and the ground shook with a single sound. This kind of strength has long surpassed the human rank, and even an ordinary mysterious rank master does not necessarily have such strength. How could such a strong person suddenly appear here? And many more. Lin Tao's eyes widened, Yu reading www.ukanshu.com heard this voice, the young master, could it be? Lin Tao couldn't help but fall on Han Feng, who was lying on the ground in a coma, and he involuntarily stepped back a few steps, leaving a cold sweat instantly. No. At this moment, Lin Tao's heart was filled with anger, all of which was replaced by panic. Lin Qingshan was also surprised, looking at Han Feng with weird eyes. Isn't this kid from the Han family? The Han family doesn't seem to be a master above the human level. Thinking of this, Lin Qingshan's heart that had just let go of it came up again. The owner of this voice might have lied to confuse her. Little girl, I'm very alert. The voice of appreciation sounded, and a figure appeared beside Lin Qingshan at some unknown time. Lin Qingshan couldn't help taking a few steps back, her expression nervous. It's horrible, I don't even know when this old guy came to me, even ordinary profound stage masters can't do it. Is it the late profound stage? Or the top of the profound stage? Or... The more I thought about it, Lin Qingshan became more nervous. The old man smiled and touched his beard. Little girl, don't be so nervous, the old man is here to thank you for taking care of my young master. How do you call the senior? Sensing that the old man is really not malicious, Lin Qingshan has lowered her vigilance, but she is not completely trusting, but the other party has forced Lin Qingshan too much, and Lin Qingshan has to press down and ask respectfully. How do you call it? Well, the young master generally refers to the old as Yulao. Since you are called by my young master to be your sister, you can also call me Yulao. Yulao said with a smile. 9 Flames Sovereign Chapter 82, Lin Qingshan's Past. Yulao. Lin Qingshan expressed respect to Yulao, but she remembered the word Yulao in her heart, ready to ask after Han Feng regained consciousness. Yulao walked towards Han Feng and took out a pill from his arms. To the old man. Lin Qingshan took a step forward, her expression nervous. When I saw the old man, I knew what was going on. I didn't feel irritated. On the contrary, he admired it. The little girl is good. Since you don't trust the old man, you can hold this pill, and wait until my young master wakes up. After some inquiries, let the young master decide whether to take this pill. Lin Qingshan originally had 6 or 7 points of doubt, but when Yulao said that, he immediately lost 3 or 4 points. In the last 2 or 3 points, he also asked to prove Han Feng. At that moment, Yulao's expression turned cold. Want to go? It depends on whether the old man agrees or not. Suddenly, Yulao disappeared in front of Lin Qingshan, and when he reappeared, it was already in front of Lin Tao. Sky Tsong Huiyun / Lin Tao cut out without admitting his fate. Yulao just waved his sleeves, the phantom of the scarlet sword burst instantly, and then Yulao stretched out a palm. This palm seems to be slow, but in fact it is extremely fast. Lin Tao could only watch the palm hit his chest. In an instant, Lin Tao's chest sank in, spitting out a cloud of blood. With a bang, Lin Tao fell to the ground. Senior, forgive. Forgive me. Lin Tao kept vomiting blood and begged for mercy. You didn't even listen to it, stepped forward and stepped on it, ending Lin Tao's life. Take away the long sword of the lower grade spiritual tool, and throw it to Lin Xingshan, this first-class lower-grade spiritual tool. Let my young master give it to my young master when he wakes up. Without a spiritual tool, you will always suffer some losses when you wander outside. Yes. Lin Xingshan respectfully took it. At this time, the old Jew suddenly touched his beard and said, "Little girl, I think you and the Lin family have a deep hatred. For you to take care of my young master, how can I help you solve it? The Lin family is just a little bit." Yu Lao really didn't pay attention to him. With his strength, as long as he arrived in Xuanqing City, he would be able to destroy the Lin family in less than half an hour. Lin Xingshan was startled and refused. "Thank you, seniors, for your kindness. Juniors still hope to solve them by themselves." There was a trace of surprise in Yu Lao's eyes, and he nodded slightly, admiring Lin Xingshan more. If Lin Xingshan agreed before, Yu Lao would do it, but he would look down on Lin Xingshan. Before leaving, Yu said, "Little girl, when the young master breaks through to the 4-star level, let the young master go home, otherwise the Han family will be in trouble." Lin Xingshan was puzzled, but she said, "Yes." When raised his head, old Yu had disappeared from Lin Xingshan's sight. Is this senior not a member of the Han family? Otherwise, the Han family is in trouble. There will be no problems with this senior guarding. If even this predecessor can do nothing, let alone let my brother return home. With questions, Lin Xingshan picked up Han Feng and left here a few jumps. When Lin Xingshan was young, Yu Lao appeared here again, with a puzzled expression. Why have I never seen the young master use the martial arts that the young master used before? The profound flame chain was obtained from the city lord's mansion. What kind of martial skill is the other? It can also increase the body. TSK, the young master seems to be very mysterious, and he deserves to be the young lady's son. But the taste is a bit unique. She actually likes the royal sister. This little girl is nearly 10 years older than the young master. The breeze blew, and there was no one in the same place, as if no one had appeared before. In a cave, Lin Xingshan killed the monsters in the cave and put down Han Feng. About half a day, Han Feng woke up leisurely. "Brother, how are you?" Lin Xingshan said with a smile. Han Feng was about to open his mouth, when suddenly he found that he was chilly all over. He looked down and looked awkward. In a hurry, Han Feng immediately took out a piece of clothing and put it on. Lin Xingshan smiled slightly. "Hee, you don't need to be so anxious to cover it, I have already watched everything I should see anyway." Han Feng is embarrassing and charming, Sister Lin. Lin Xingshan had a flirtatious heart. Her chest was close to Han Feng, and Han Feng's nose was facing the middle of the two mountains. Han Fengji's nose was sweating. "Lin. Sister Lin." Han Feng stammered, trying to push away, but he couldn't bear it. Sister Lin played with taste. "You can touch it if you want." Han Feng suddenly sweated in his throat, fixed his eyes on Lin Xingshan's chest, and swallowed unconsciously. After a long time, Han Feng closed his eyes and shouted, "Sister Lin, don't play me." Lin Xingshan chuckled, "Okay, I won't tease you anymore. Open your eyes. You haven't grown up for a long time. Sister Lin is not so hungry and thirsty that you can't choose food." In her heart, Lin Xingshan carried a trace of regret. Said it was teasing, but it is estimated that only Lin Xingshan knows what the truth is. Han Feng gritted his teeth. In a year or two, I will develop well." Lin Xingshan curled up her mouth. "Then I'll just wait for my brother." Lin Xingshan made Han Feng's heart beat again, and cursed in her heart, "Damn it, where did the concentration go?" How would Han Feng know that this is the charm that Lin Xingshan used some exercises to bring? Otherwise it would not be so easy to provoke Han Feng. Of course, www. Until novel. Com is also the result of Han Feng's not fortifying Lin Xingshan. After molested, Lin Xingshan returned to the true story. "Brother, who is Yu Lao?" Han Feng was taken aback. "Old Yu? How do you know my sister?" Lin Xingshan told the previous situation, and Han Feng was also shocked. "I knew that Yu Lao was powerful, he was probably a powerful Shen level, but I didn't expect Yu Lao's real strength to be more powerful than he thought." Lin Xingshan sighed. "Half of the seniors may be late-stage profound stage masters, a quarter may be the pinnacle of the profound stage, and the last quarter may be the earth stage. The ground level." Han Feng gasped. "By the way, brother, you are not from the Han family anymore. According to Yu Lao, he does not seem to belong to the Han family. Lin Qingshan hesitated for a moment, and finally asked a question. Since the battle with Lin Tao, the relationship between Lin Qingshan and Han Feng has gone further. Lin Qingshan is a little eager to know everything about Han Feng. Why is this so? Lin Qingshan is also a little vague. Han Feng didn't think there was anything hard to say, so he told his origin. Lin Qingshan suddenly said, "So, brother, do you want to know about your sister?" Han Feng, that's not good. Han Feng has already guessed that Lin Qingshan's past may be a bit bad, that's why he said so. Lin Qingshan bitterly, "What's wrong? I can talk to you, now you are the only brother." Hearing the words, Han Feng was silent for a while, and said, "Sister Lin, tell me, I'll listen." Nine Flames Sovereign Chapter 83, Yuan Yanjian recognizes the master. Lin Qingshan's lost memories for a moment, and finally tells her story lightly. Lin Qingshan was born in the Lin family. For the Lin family's direct line, the Lin family's collateral line is nothing more than a higher-level servant. Some of the weaker collateral lines can't even compare with the servants. Lin Qingshan's family is such a collateral line. If only this is the case, at most it would be bullied. By the way, Lin Qingshan has a very good appearance. Even her younger sister is also a delicate girl. The two beautiful girls come from a small sideline and have no power to be protected. You can imagine what the end will be. Among the collateral family, Lin Qingshan and her sister have been molested by other collateral men. Lin Qingshan has an elder brother, but his aptitude is too bad. He is only in his early stage of cultivation in his 20s. In order to protect his two younger sisters, both legs were interrupted. Lin Qingshan looked at Han Feng complicatedly. At that time, some of you from the Han family came to Xuanqing City to do business, and happened to encounter the scene where my brother was broken his leg. If it weren't for those of you from the Han family, my brother's life would have been lost. No guarantee. Han Feng pointed at himself. Our Han family? Lin Qingshan nodded. Yes, if it weren't the case, how could I let you go so easily in the first place, and help you deal with the Chang family? It can be regarded as repaying the kindness. Han Feng touched his nose. He didn't expect that there would be such a thing. Lin Qingshan showed a trace of hatred at this time. Soon, the sideline who interrupted my elder brother's legs told Lin Feng that bastard. My sister and I are just collaterals. It's hard to see a young master like Lin Feng. But because of that person's complaint, Lin Feng noticed my sister and me. Although Lin Feng is the young master of the Lin family, he looks glamorous on the surface, but he does not defile the woman in his back, and the methods are cruel. I don't know how many women died in Lin Feng's hands. The Lin Feng deliberately told me that there was a way to treat my brother, but in fact he wanted to trick me to defile me in a place where no one was. Fortunately, I ran away alertly, but my sister... Lin Qingshan gritted her teeth and her eyes were red. My sister is only 13 years old, so she was caught by that beast. In the end, I knew that staying in the family would not escape the devil's claws of Lin Feng, so I escaped. Perhaps God pitied me and gave me some adventures. Heaven and earth yin and yang art is the technique I got. Women practice to harvest yang to replenish yin, men practice to harvest yin to replenish yang. Relying on heaven and earth yin and yang ju, my strength is rapidly increasing. Of course, the objects I picked are these beasts, they are more than guilty. At this point, Lin Qingshan pulled a sneer on her face. Lin Qingshan continued, a few years later, after I succeeded in my cultivation, I returned to Xuanqing City to retaliate. I absorbed the man who complained and several people who had insulted me and my sister before. This matter attracted the attention of the Lin family. The Lin family sent a lot of powerful people to investigate. Although Lin Feng is a beast, he has to admit that Lin Feng is a genius, and he quickly investigated me. We fought a battle. I was seriously injured and fled, but Lin Feng was also severely injured by me. If it hadn't been for Lin Feng to have a superior-inferior spirit weapon defense armor, Lin Feng would have fallen into my hands. Lin Qingshan regrets a bit on her face at this time. I am too eager to take revenge, too eager for quick success, and my exposure ultimately involves my parents and siblings. Listening to what Lin Tao said before, my parents and siblings are afraid. Speaking of this, Lin Qingshan was a little choked. Han Feng was a little at a loss, then walked forward and stretched out his arms to embrace Lin Qingshan. Sister Lin, this is all over, don't you still have my relatives? Then I will help Sister Lin and you will give it to Sister Lin's family. Revenge! Lin Qingshan finally hugged Han Feng and cried. Han Feng had to keep patting Lin Qingshan on the back, comforting Lin Qingshan. After a long time, Lin Qingshan's emotions gradually calmed down, and she was a little embarrassed. Sorry, brother, let you read the joke. Han Feng waved his hand quickly. How come? Lin Qingshan wiped away her tears, and then said, Brother, you are interested, but I still hope to take revenge this matter by myself. Sooner or later, I will let the Lin family disappear into this world. Hearing this, Han Feng had no choice but to nod his head. Lin Qingshan clapped her hands suddenly. By the way, I almost forgot, this is the low-grade spiritual tool in Lin Tao's hands. Once Lin Tao died, this low-grade spiritual tool is already a thing of no owner. Han Feng pushed back. Sister Lin, you should keep this, I don't have any martial arts skills. Lin Qingshan said, Lin Tao was originally killed by the old, how can I be greedy for something old? As for the swordsmanship martial arts, it is better to say that the Xianyuan city after the human martial city is a Xian-level city, not inferior to Xuanqing city. In Xianyuan city, there is a very famous Xianling auction, which contains many powerful martial arts auctions. There must be suitable swordsmanship skills. By the way, don't you want to find some fire attribute spirit creature? Maybe you can find it at Xianling Auction Chamber of Commerce. Seeing this, Han Feng stopped pushing back, and took the high-grade and low-grade spirit weapon longsword. Han Feng asked, Sister Lin, how do you recognize the Lord? It's very simple, just the first drop of blood will do, and you will be able to feel the connection with the lower-grade spirit artifacts. Lin Qingshan smiled. Han Feng bit his finger, reading www.wukanshu.com dripped a drop of blood. In an instant, the long sword burst out with a burst of light, turned into a ball of red light, and slipped into Han Feng's body. Han Feng was shocked at first, but soon, Han Feng felt that he had a weak connection with the long sword. Looking inside the dantian, the long sword was suspended within the dantian. At the same time, Han Feng also learned the name of long sword through that weak connection. Yuan Yin sword. Han Feng couldn't help being overjoyed. This is a superior-inferior spirit weapon. Even without martial arts, it can greatly increase the attack power. If it is matched with the martial arts of the corresponding level, it will be a stronger player in the later stage of the human level, and it will be able to challenge more stars. Before breaking through to the peak of the human rank, this Yuan Yin sword was enough to deal with. At this time, Lin Qingshan took out another pill, the pill left to the old man at this time. Brother, do you want to swallow it? Han Feng nodded and took the pill. Yu Lao can't harm me, it must be the pill to treat my injuries. Lin Qingshan, in that case, brother, please hurry up and swallow refining. I will protect you by the side. Okay. Han Feng sat cross-legged, swallowing the medicine pill. In an instant, the elixir turned into a huge amount of energy, rushing through Han Feng's body. Han Feng underestimated the pill given by Yu Lao, not only can heal the injury, but also improve the true energy cultivation. Han Feng's practice took 2 days. 2 days later, Han Feng's injury was almost completely restored, and his Jinqi cultivation base broke through to the second stage of human rank in one fell swoop. 9 Flames Sovereign Chapter 84, Taming the Tianmu Tiger. A mountain range. A huge elephant roared towards the other side. On the opposite side of the wild elephant, there is a thin figure. Just when the elephant was about to hit this figure, 3 chains condensed and shot out abruptly. The 3 chains firmly trapped the elephant. The elephant uttered a deafening roar, struggling constantly, but could not break free anyway. The young man wanted to use the chain to throw the elephant in the air, but he immediately discovered that the elephant was huge, weighing several tons, and could not be thrown into the air. Skyfire Combat Body, Condensate. The young man gave a cold cry, his body rose suddenly, turned into a huge fireman 2 meters high, his strength greatly increased. Drink! The young man shouted in a low voice, with his hands hard, the huge elephant was thrown into the sky by the chain, and then fell fiercely. With a bang, the elephant slammed down on the ground, the ground vibrated, and the elephant also smashed the ground out of a pit. Suddenly, the elephant's long nose stretched out, and the next moment, a stream of water swept out. Rumbling! Along the way, the ground was frozen, and the trees on the side were frozen into ice and then shattered. The boy's complexion remained unchanged, and two bright red light groups appeared under his feet, like a scorching sun. When the light group moved, the boy avoided the attack of the water column at incredible speed and angle, interspersed between the water column, constantly flashing with. No matter how the water column changes its attack direction, he can't touch the young man's hair. The elephant was angry, the water column suddenly increased, and the surrounding heaven and earth water aura quickly condensed. Crazy flame crit! Four huge fireballs appeared in the young man's hands. The young man raised his hand and the fireball shot away. Boom! The mist is everywhere. Wrapped the boy and the elephant in it. From the smoke, 3 red chains were clearly flickering. The next moment, the scream of the elephant resounded across the mountains. The mist gradually dispersed, and the elephant fell on the ground with 3 chains pierced through it. The flames on the chains burned along the wound of the elephant to burn the organs in the elephant's body. It didn't take long for the elephant to die completely. Brother, not bad. Lin Qingshan clapped her hands and walked. Han Feng smiled. 10 days have passed since Lin Tao's attack. In the past 10 days, Han Feng and Lin Qingshan have been roaming the mountains. Lin Qingshan is to prevent someone from the Lin family from coming. Although the 2 people guessed that Yu Lao was following in secret, it was just a guess. If Yu Lao has left, another Lin elder or a mysterious supermaster will die. Deal. Han Feng is to find a monster to practice martial arts. The close relationship with Lin Qingshan made Han Feng no longer hide the higher-level source liquid beside Lin Qingshan. For example, the source liquid that human yuan fruit transforms. Of course, this shocked Lin Qingshan. The original source liquid can only improve the mortal rank martial artist. The current source liquid, below the 4 stars of the human rank, can be upgraded. What's next? Lin Qingshan had to guess whether there would be a source solution for the mid-level, late-level, peak, and even mysterious level masters in the future. When Lin Qingshan looked at Han Feng with questioning eyes, Han Feng also nodded slightly to confirm Lin Qingshan's guess. Because he can directly take the source liquid transformed from Rin Yuangui in front of Lin Qingshan, Han Feng's 10-day cultivation base has grown rapidly. In just 10 days, it was already a human-level 2-star peak Xinqi cultivation base, only 1 step away from the human-level 3-star. Of course, Han Feng is taking the source liquid outside, the treasure of the 9-flame Skyfire Tower. No matter how close people are, it cannot be easily exposed. In these 10 days, Han Feng's martial arts has also greatly improved. The profound flame chain has reached the stage of Xiaocheng. If it merges with the common fire, its power is no less than the power of the ordinary middle-rank martial arts. Mad Yen Critical Strike and Liang 9 Steps are also close to Xiaocheng's realm, not weaker than the consummation power of ordinary people's low-grade martial arts. With the strength of Han Feng's current human rank 2-star peak, with the special martial arts of the 3 major martial arts and the Skyfire combat body, the power is straight * human rank 5-star. The previous brutal elephant was an early-level 6-level monster, only 1 step away from the mid-level 6-level monster that was comparable to a human-level 5-star powerhouse. The Skyfire fighting body did not increase much. Without the fire attribute magical item, the Skyfire fighting body was difficult to improve. Pure auras could not increase the power of the Skyfire fighting body. Han Feng laughed and said, "Sister Lin, we are about to reach Renwu City now." Lin Qingshan nodded. "Yes, we have to hurry up recently, brother, you are about to break through, right? Find a quiet and safe place in Renwu City. The mountains are still dangerous. Go, let's catch a monster that runs fast." The 2 came to the depths of the mountain. This is not Yufeng Mountain. The beasts in the core of Yufeng Mountain are just like the early and middle stage of the 6th level, but in the depths of this unknown mountain core, there are many 8th level beasts. Is a 9-level monster, according to Lin Qingshan's inquiries, there are also several. Therefore, even Lin Qingshan's current 11th star mid-level strength dare not provoke these 9-level beasts. Lin Qingshan was originally the limit of the early stage of the 11th star stage, only one step away from the middle stage of the 11th star stage. After fighting with Lin Tao, Lin Qingshan had a little understanding and broke through to the middle stage of the 11th star stage in one fell swoop. Deep in the core, the two took a fancy to an early 8th level Tianmu tiger. 8th level early monsters, the strength is equivalent to 10-star human level. Tianmu's combat ability is not outstanding. The key to Yu reading www.Wukanshu.com lies in wisdom. The strength of the 8th level Tianmu is estimated to be slightly stronger than the human level 9-star. Wanwan cannot reach the human level 10-star level, but the wisdom of the Tianmu is not weaker than that of the monsters above the 8th level, and the 9th level 10. The level is comparable. Such a monster can fully understand human language. As soon as Han Feng and Lin Qingshan appeared, Tianmu Huyan was vigilant and did not rush to make a move. Lin Qingshan said lightly, "Will you be my mount before Renwu City?" The pupils of the Tianmu tiger shrank. Roar! Tianmu opened his fangs, his face was full of anger. Lin Qingshan chuckled, "It seems that you don't want to, then hit until you are willing." Purple thunder whip, purple dragon thunder roar. Rumbling. Crackling. Tianmu fell all over his body with a purple arc. Lin Qingshan stomped on Tianmu's head, "Will you now?" If it were other 8th level monsters, they might all die together at this moment, but the Tianmu is not weak in wisdom, and it is very rare for small lives, or is it willing to die easily? The giant tiger eyes blinked. Lin Qingshan put away the whip and said, "Don't worry, you will be free when you are near Renwu City. We don't have a high-level storage ring, but there is no way to hide you and take you into Renwu City. Neither do we willing." Tianmu immediately got up, lowered his head, and let out a low roar, expressing surrender. 9 Flame Sovereign Chapter 85, Chance Encounter, Shot. On the road leading to Renwu City, a huge tiger monster rushed. When the warriors on the road saw the Tianmu, they panicked. This is an 8th level demon, the strength is equivalent to a human level peak warrior, which warrior dares to provoke? After these warriors evaded, they looked at the Tianmu curiously, wondering how the Tianmu, who should stay deep in the mountains, would run out. The next moment, these warriors were stunned, and their jaws almost couldn't close. What did they see? On the back of the 8th level monster Tianmu, there are two warriors, one man and one woman, sitting cross-legged. God, they tamed the Tianmu. These two are really amazing. Looking at this direction, it should be to Renwu City. Renwu City is one of the closest cities to the Xin level city. There are not many martial artists at the peak of the human level. If you are born in a martial arts city, that makes sense. All the warriors talked a lot. One of the warriors was full of envy. When will I have such an ability? The people around him immediately despised. Forget it, uncle, your son is about to reach adulthood, and you will only have 1 star in the human rank. If you can step into the middle of the human rank in this life, it will be a high incense. The warrior with a face full of envy was suddenly embarrassed to look up. On the back of Tianmu, it was Han Feng and Lin Qingshan. Han Feng finished his practice and opened his eyes. "Sister Lin, I have to admit that the Tianmu's back is stable and warm, and I can't feel the bumps at all." Sister Lin pursed her lips and smiled. "Of course, otherwise, why would I value this celestial eye tiger?" The Tianmu carrying the two also knew that Han Feng was praising him, so he raised his head triumphantly and shook his head. Han Feng smiled, took out a small bottle of human yuan fruit source liquid, and threw it into the mouth of the Tianmu tiger. Tianmu smashed his mouth, sticking out his tongue and licking it again, feeling still unfinished. Of course, this source liquid has no effect on improving the strength of Tianmu, but for Tianmu, it is an extremely delicious drink. Tianmu tiger-eyed turned his head to look at Han Feng. Han Feng helplessly spread his hands. "That's the only thing left." Tianmu was suddenly disappointed and twisted back. Suddenly, Tianmu paused, stopped, and let out a low growl that only Han Feng and Lin Qingshan could hear. Lin Qingshan's smile faded. "There is someone ahead." The two let the Tianmu take a few steps forward cautiously. The scene ahead came into the eyes of the two. More than a dozen warriors who were obviously dressed as robbers surrounded two warriors, one man and one woman. The bandit headed by showed their eyes. Tisk, too, if you know what you shouldn't know, just accept your fate. The man's face sank. Kill me, our Sun family will not let you robbers go. The robbers headed by showed disdain. Will our Xuanwu cottage be afraid of your grandson? The man smiled bitterly in his heart. Although there was some speculation, it was really confirmed that he was a robber from Xuanwu village. The man was still a little desperate. Xuanwu Shanjai, that is a robber den that has competed with Renwu City for more than 10 years with a Shanjai. Human Wuching is certainly a human-level pinnacle master, but it can truly reach the human-level 12-star, half-step profound level, and each of the three major families has only one or two. There are nearly 10 Xuanwu cottages. Leading big boss is even more likely to break through to the mysterious stage in recent years. The man whispered to the woman, "Little sister, when I and these robbers are desperate, you run away desperately. You must report the news to your father. Let your father and the Zhou family and the Wu family unite. You must not let these robbers get those things, otherwise we will be in danger." The woman nodded slightly with tears. The bandit headed by issued an order, and suddenly a dozen bandits attacked the man. Bone-cracked palm. Golden cracked feet. The two sides fought, all kinds of infuriating light surged. Lin Xingshan commented, "This young man has a good talent. It seems that he is just in his early 20s, but his true Qi cultivation base has reached the 6th-star human rank. In his lifetime, there is still hope to set foot on the profound rank. These robbers are also 6-star human, but they are only in the early 6-star stage, and they are 2 tiers worse than the late 6-star youth. However, there are many robbers, and the number is enough to make up for it. If this young man has no help, he will die soon." Han Feng frowned. "Sister Lin, are we going to take action?" Lin Xingshan hesitated for a moment, and shook her head. "You have heard the words before. These robbers are from the Xuanwu mountain village. That young man is also a member of the Sun family, one of the 3 major clans in Renwu City. For these two forces, the Sun family is good to say, we with the power of a battle, facing the Xuanwu village, we have no strength to resist. It is unwise to involve these two forces." Xuanwu cottage. Han Feng's eyes flashed. The follow-up technique of Xin Yan Chain should be in Xuanwu village. The young man was cut into his arm by a robber, blood dripping. Under the protection of the youth, the girl slowly left the circle of war. In the end, the young man took another abruptly and pushed the girl out, shouting, "Little girl, you must tell your father the news about Huo Zhuguo, you must." Fire Zhuguo. Lin Xingshan and Han Feng both moved. Lin Xingshan whispered, "Brother, didn't you say that you want fire attribute spiritual objects before? Is this fire vermilion fruit useful?" Han Feng couldn't hide his excitement. "It's useful and useful. The effect of a fire vermilion fruit is equivalent to twice the fire crystal you gave to Sister Lin www. Until novel. Calm. Lin Xingshan touched Tianmu's head. "It seems this one we can't leave things alone." At that moment, the head of the robber shouted, "Catch that girl quickly. Don't let that girl leak the news. When we are caught, our brothers will be happy for a few days." Lin Xingshan, who was only planning to help, was suddenly covered with frost, her eyes shot with murderous intent. "Looking for death." Roar. Tianmu let out a roar, shaking the heads of a group of warriors. The next moment, Tianmu suddenly rushed over, and the tiger claws waved. After a few brushes, the bandits at the front were all torn into pieces. At this time, both the bandit leader and the man reacted. The man ran towards the girl. The bandit leader stepped back and said, "This lord, I am from the Xuanwu village, you can't kill me." Where would Lin Xingshan let these robbers go? Not long after, these robbers, including the bandit leader, will all die. Tianmu knelt down, Han Feng and Lin Xingshan jumped down. "Thank you for your help." The man took the girl and arched his hands. Lin Xingshan waved her hand. "I didn't help you in vain, tell me the news about Huo Zhuguo." The man gave a wry smile, and as expected, the man first introduced himself and his younger sister before telling the news about Huo Zhuguo. "In the next Sunbin, this is my sister Sun Xian. Huo Zhuguo was also discovered by accident by our brother and sister. Yesterday, our brother and sister. 9 Flames Sovereign Chapter 86, Joint. Han Feng and Lin Qingshan nodded clearly after hearing Sun Bin's narration. It turned out that Sun Bin and Sun Xian came home from a trip, but they stumbled upon the Huozhu fruit tree on the way. And it is a vermilion fruit tree that is about to evolve into a vermilion fruit tree. The fire vermilion fruit tree bears the vermilion fruit, and the vermilion fruit tree bears the vermilion fruit. The effect of Yen Zhugui is much stronger than that of fire Zhugua, 10 times as much. In other words, the effect of Yen Zhu fruit is 20 times that of ordinary fire crystals. If it is used in the 4 inheritance martial arts, 1 Yen Zhu fruit is enough to make the 4 inheritance martial arts reach the first peak. Also stumbled upon the Huozhu fruit tree, as well as the bandits from Xuanwu village. Fire Zhugui is good, but it is not worthwhile for the robbers of Xuanwu village to hunt down Sun Bin and Sun Xian to prevent the news from leaking. At the very least, for the human-level pinnacle powerhouse, the power of the common fire that the fire vermilion fruit can increase is not high. As mentioned earlier, this is a vermilion fruit tree that is about to evolve into a vermilion fruit tree. The common vermilion fruit tree bears more than a dozen vermilion fruit at a time. But this fire vermilion fruit tree bears more than 30 vermilion fruit, and one of them has evolved into a vermilion fruit. Sun Bin said at this time, "It's a pity that there is a 9th level monster star flame beast next to the Huozhugua, otherwise my little sister and I would not go home empty-handed." Sun Xian hid behind Sun Bin, looking at Han Feng and Lin Qingshan curiously. Sun Bin said again, "This adult, this little brother, I don't know where you are going?" Han Feng glanced at Sun Bin, guessed Sun Bin's thoughts in his heart, and said, "Run Wuching." Sun Bin was overjoyed. "In that case, how about 2 people coming to my son's house as a guest?" Lin Qingshan played with taste. "Aren't you afraid that we will compete with your grandson family for Yen Zhugua?" Sun Bin smiled bitterly. "Just that Starflame beast is not something that our Sun family can resist. It is a monster equivalent to a mysterious rank martial artist." "You guessed it, my lord. Yes, I hope my lord can help our Sun family fight against the Starflame beast. It's not just an adult, but the other 2 families in Runwu City are also expected to unite. After all, there is a Xuanwu cottage watching them. As for the Yen Zhu fruit, only by defeating the Star Yen beast can it be obtained. At that time, everyone will compete fairly." Han Feng sneered in his heart, "If the Starflame beast is really defeated, Sister Lin and I are weak, so how can they be the opponents of the Sun family and the other 2 families?" But as Sun Bin said, "If you want to get the Yen Zhugua, you must first eliminate the Star Yen beast. Before that, everything else is imaginary. In this case, a temporary union is also necessary." Despite thinking this way, Han Feng did not show the slightest strangeness on his face. Lin Qingshan and Han Feng looked at each other, and they both nodded insignificantly. Before Rin Wuching, the 4 jumped off the Tianmu. Han Feng touched Tianmu's head. "Let's go, the agreement has been completed, and it's time to let you go." Tianmu roared, full of dismay. After leaving, there was no more delicious drink. The corner of Han Feng's mouth twitched. Sun Bin and Sun Xian were both beside him. He wouldn't take out the source liquid in front of the 2. Finally, Tianmu left in disappointment. Looking back 3 steps, Sun Xian was envious. The 4 entered Runwu City, and under the leadership of Sun Bin, they soon came to Sun's house. Sun Bin bowed slightly. "My lord, please follow me." Sun's lobby. Patriarch Sun first stood up to greet him. He, this is Miss Lin. The old man has heard Yuzi say that you are the savior of Yuzi and his daughter." After saying this, Patriarch Sun looked at Han Feng again. "This is the little brother Han, really young and promising." When he entered Runwu City, Sun Bin had notified Patriarch Sun by special means. Patriarch Sun naturally knew everything, including the cultivation bases of Lin Qingshan and Han Feng that Sun Bin inquired about. A person with an 11-star rank, a person's rank with a 2-star peak, and he is about to break through to a human rank with a 3-star. This cultivation base was intentionally revealed by Lin Qingshan, otherwise, where can we unite equally? The 11-star powerhouse of human rank is also ranked in the top 10 in Runwu City. Although the other is only the pinnacle of human rank 2 stars, it can be seen that the age is less than 14 or only about 14. At this age, he reached the human rank 2 stars, which was even stronger than Sun Bin at the beginning. At the beginning, Sun Bin's age was only the limit of the late fan rank. Han Feng immediately replied, "Don't be it." Lin Qingshan just smiled as a response. Patriarch Sun chuckled, and it was after another conversation with the two that he officially expressed the union. Lin Qingshan solemnly said, "Patriarch Sun can rest assured that we will do our best to help Patriarch Sun win the fire fruit, but we have to divide a quarter." Patriarch Sun hesitated. 1/4 is quite a bit. But when he thought of Lin Qingshan's strength, Patriarch Sun agreed. As long as the number of fire vermilion fruits is enough, even if they lose a quarter, they will earn it. Solve the joint problem, Patriarch Sun said to his son Sun Bin, "Smelly boy, don't hurry up to arrange a room for the two benefactors." Sun Bin touched his nose. "Father, I'm ready." Then Sun Bin said to the two of them, "Lin Lord, Brother Han, I will take you to see your residence." The two people and Patriarch Sun have finished talking, and there is no need to stay here anymore, nodding immediately. Yu reading www.ukanshu.com. My lord, Brother Han, please come in. The rooms of Han Feng and Lin Qingshan are next to each other. They both looked at them and both smiled. I have to say that Sun Bin is really dedicated. Before coming here, both of them said they didn't like to disturb. Now their residences are remote and quiet. Seeing the two smiling faces, Sun Bin knew that they were very satisfied. At the moment, Sun Bin smiled and said, "Two people, there is still something to do next, so let's leave now." Han Feng handed over, "Thank you, Brother Sunday." After Sun Bin left, Han Feng's expression became solemn. "Sister Lin, if the Starflame Beast is killed, our union with the Sun family may be over. After all, there is only one Yanzhu fruit. The three families of Rinwucheng are indeed hostile, but they all belong to Rinwucheng. We can be said to be outsiders. We may not be sure that the three families will first unite and defeat us." Lin Qingshan sat down, thought about it, and said, "Don't forget, there are also the robbers from the Xuanwu village who are eyeing the eye. What will happen in the end? It's too early to say." Han Feng frowned for a while, and had to say, "No matter, even the fire vermilion fruit is enough for me. I really can't take the vermilion fruit, so just get more vermilion fruit to compensate. 1 vermilion fruit is equivalent to 10 vermilion fruit, and there is a 4th level of planting space, so spending more time and spirit stones can make up for it." Lin Qingshan patted Han Feng on the shoulder with satisfaction. "Brother, what you said is right, to roam outside. Sometimes we must do what we can. There are some treasures that are not ours and cannot be forced, otherwise they will only end in a sad end." Nine Flames Sovereign Chapter 87, Human Rank 3 Stars. When Lin Qingshan said this, Han Feng suddenly became clear, and went away with the last trace of unwillingness. Be content to be a man, he already has such a heaven-defying existence like the Nine Flame Sky Fire Pagoda. Why bother holding on to others, doing everything within your ability? If you really don't get the Yin Zhugua, you have a life-saving grace to Sun Bin. I believe that the Sun family will not be stingy in the fire Zhugua. Brother, you are already at the breakthrough level. It just happens to be a quiet and secluded place here. Let's break through here. I also want to go back to my house to practice and try to break through to the late 11th star stage as soon as possible. Okay. Han Feng and Lin Qingshan entered their respective rooms and began to practice. Not to mention that Han Feng and Lin Qingshan practiced separately. In the lobby of the Sun family, Patriarch Sun and Bin Sun also discussed. Family Master Sun touched his beard and sighed. "I didn't expect to have a beast like the Star Yin beast guarding it. Otherwise, without the intervention of the Zhou family and the Wu family, we can get a lot of fire vermilion fruit, more than 10 fire vermilion fruit. It is also comparable to a Yanzhu fruit." Sun Bin shook his head. "Even if there are no Starflame beasts and the bandits of the Xuanwu mountain village, fortunately there are Starflame beasts guarding them. Otherwise, the fire vermilion fruit must be obtained by the Xuanwu mountain village first, and there is no Xuanwu from there. The cottage is near." Patriarch Sun nodded. "That's what you said. Anyway, you just sent me a rough idea about Miss Lin and little brother Han. Tell me about the specific things." "Yes. At the moment, Sun Bin fully explained the ins and outs of the matter. Patriarch Sun frowned. In that case, Miss Lin and little brother Han also saved you for Huo Zhuguo. Yes, because of this, children can rest assured, in this world, there is no help for no reason, unless this person is too naive, who cannot intervene, who will intervene casually. If one is not good, it is likely to cause disaster. If they didn't say anything, the child would be uneasy. Such people are usually deep-hearted and have different plans. Using Huo Zhuguo and Miss Lin to unite can better ensure that we will not betray each other. Patriarch Sun chuckled, obviously satisfied with Sun Bin's sobriety. Binner, you did the right thing. Then Miss Lin and the younger brother Han went to Huo Zhuguo at first sight and included them in our camp first, which will increase our confidence in capturing Yen Zhuguo. But Binner, do you know why I easily agreed to give them a quarter? The child is also very puzzled. You know, there are only more than 30 fire vermilion fruits in total. Even with the help of Miss Lin, our grandson family can get 10 of them. It is considered good. We will give them a quarter, which is equivalent to 2, or with 3 fire vermilion fruits, we can only get 7 or 8. This number is probably not much better than the Zhou family and the Wu family. Sun Bin looked puzzled. Family Master Sun solemnly said, no matter how good the Yenju fruit is, it is only increasing the power of the common fire. The attack power of the same level is greatly increased, but no matter how powerful it is more difficult for the human level to defeat the profound level. Difficult. In addition to me and the Sun family, only you can break through to the profound stage, so there are no more than 2. But the previous Miss Lin and little brother Han have a great possibility of breaking through the profound order, and befriending them means that our Sun family will have 2 profound order friends in the future. Binner, do you know what this means? Sun Bin was moved and bent over suddenly. Thank you for your father's advice. The child will definitely move around with Miss Lin and brother Han in the future. Patriarch Sun nodded with satisfaction. This is the truth. Such a potential 2 people, our Sun family can not only use interests to unite, but also affection. This time, no matter whether we can get the Yen Zhuguo or not, we have to hand it over to these 2 people. The fire Zhuguo cannot be stingy. With their strength, even if they don't unite with our grandson family and go alone, they can still get a share of the pie. Okay, go down. For the father, I will send someone to notify the Zhou family and the Wu family to come together to discuss alliance matters. Yes. A quiet and elegant house. Han Feng flashed himself into the 9-flame Skyfire Pagoda, leaving only a false figure in place. As long as he didn't get close, it would be difficult to spot the abnormality. When he was in Han's house, Yu Laobu was also deceived. Inside the 9-flame Skyfire Tower, Han Feng has refined a source fluid that was transformed from a human yuan fruit. The true energy in his body is boiling, and the meridians have been expanded to the limit. But I wanted to break through the barrier and hit the Samsung realm at once, but it was still not enough. Han Feng no longer hesitated, and he swallowed the source liquid of a human yuan fruit into his mouth. Rumbling. The true energy inside his body is like a torrential river, tumbling endlessly. Boom, boom, boom. There was a blast from Han Feng's body. After a short while, Han Feng's body shook, and his true energy burst out involuntarily. The true energy at this time was shot farther than before, and the quality of the true energy was stronger than before. Han Feng has already broken through to the human level 3-star realm. Han Feng did not stop, but continued to practice. There are plenty of spirit stones during this period, and there is no shortage of source liquid. The 4th layer of planting space has already planted a lot of human yuan fruit. After 2 human Yuanguan liquids were put down, the initial stage of Samsung was completely stable. At this time, the human yuan fruit happened to be exhausted, and the new human yuan fruit was not yet mature. So www. Until novel. Han Feng had to move to the 3rd floor of the House of Time to practice martial arts. Han Feng, who was immersed in his cultivation, did not know that Sun Bin outside was about to jump his feet. Sun Bin follows his father's teachings and wants to get closer to Lin Qingshan and Han Feng, but both Han Feng and Lin Qingshan have been in a state of retreat. Sun Bin originally wanted to build a good relationship between the 2 sides. How could it disturb Han Feng and Lin Qingshan's retreat? So he could only wait. Can wait until the three families of Rinwuching unite, and they will be ready to set off the next day, and Sun Bin did not wait for the two to leave. In the time house on the third floor, 5 mysterious flame chains revolve around Han Feng. After breaking through to the human rank 3-star, the mysterious flame chain involuntarily condensed the 4th chain. It didn't take long for Han Feng to completely control it, and then the 5th chain appeared. There are 5 profound flame chains, and the triple martial skill of the profound flame chain I currently master has reached the 3rd level. I don't know if this time I will be lucky enough to obtain the follow-up martial arts training techniques from the bandits in the Xuanwu village. Han Feng put away the mysterious flame chain, whispering to himself. At the same time, 3 blazing suns lit up under Han Feng's feet. Also showed 6 fireballs in his hands. The 2 martial arts of Mad Flame Critical Strike and Liang 9 Steps, Han Feng also made a breakthrough and reached the stage of Xiaocheng. After a calculation, Han Feng estimated that after a long time, the big families outside Wuching should have been united, and it is time to leave. 99 Flames Sovereign Chapter 88, ready to go. Brother, you have finally come out. If you are late, you will delay the departure time. As soon as Han Feng left the house, Sun Bin, who had been waiting anxiously outside, heaved a sigh of relief and complained slightly. Han Feng was stunned, raised his hand and arched it. Sorry, brother Sun is embarrassed. As soon as I thought about it, I knew that in order to wait for the two of them, the Sun family must have made the other 2 big families a little dissatisfied. Yan Zhugui is such a heaven and earth spiritual creature, it is impossible for anyone who knows to be quiet. If it weren't for the location of the Huazhu fruit tree, only Sun Bin would know. The other 2 big families might have been unable to wait to go first. Sun Bin smiled bitterly. In fact, it's nothing. After all, Lord Lin is an 11-star master, and the other 2 families are also scrupulous. At this time, the next house opened, and Lin Qingshan walked out. Infuriety fluctuated all over, a little turbulent. Han Fenjixi, Sister Lin, did you break through? Lin Qingshan smiled and nodded. Yes, luckily breakthrough. Lin Qingshan was in the middle stage of the 11th star human rank before, but now that he breaks through, that is the latter stage of the 11th star. Sun Bin is also a joy. The more powerful Lin Qingshan is, the more advantage their Sun family will have in the fight. 11-star masters of human rank, even the 3 major families, are not many, no more than 1 palm. Although it is necessary to send a human-level 11-star master in order to capture Yan Zhugua, in order to prevent family accidents, 1 or 2 guardian families must be left behind. In this way, there will be fewer human-level 11-star masters who can go there. 2 or 3 are reluctant. Master Lin, my father is already waiting for you in the lobby. Sun Bin turned sideways slightly, making Lin Qingshan's first move, and then said. Lin Qingshan smiled and nodded, thank you. But she didn't go first. After all, this is the Sun family, and Sun Bin is also the young master of the Sun family. If Sun Bin is really regarded as a servant, not only the Sun family master, but also Sun Bin, will be dissatisfied. Sun Bin smiled slightly when he saw this, and stood beside Lin Qingshan with Han Feng, leading Lin Qingshan and Han Feng to the lobby. But if you look closely, you can still find that Sun Bin is a small step behind Lin Qingshan. Lin Qingshan had a meal, and she knew that the Sun family was not only planning to unite, but to win over. Lin Qingshan had no special thoughts about this. It was common for a family to win over a future warrior. Han Feng is not without a wink. The reason why he was treated respectfully by Patriarch Sun and Bin Sun is entirely due to Sister Lin. With the cultivation base of a third-class 3-star, in front of a family like the Sun family, he is nothing. What's more, the Sun family still doesn't know that he has broken through and become a human level 3-star. If it's normal, it doesn't matter that he walks with Sister Lin with his relationship. But in this situation, Han Feng had to fall behind. In the lobby of the Sun's family, the head of the Sun's family sits in the first place, and the heads of the other 2 families are sitting below. Patriarch Zhou and Patriarch Wu. When the Sun family came to report that Lin Qingshan and others were about to arrive, the Sun family leader immediately got up and went out to greet them with a big smile. The other 2 families looked at each other. Although they were a bit dissatisfied, who called the other party an 11-star master of human rank, only 1 star lower than them, facing such a master, or casual cultivating, they also want to show some face. If it is possible to win, so much the better. Ms. Lin, you are finally here. For the past few days of retreat, Ms. Lin must have gained something. Patriarch Sun laughed heartily. Lin Qingshan also smiled and said, thanks to the blessing of Patriarch Sun, a little improvement. The previous words of Patriarch Sun were just greetings, and I was slightly surprised when I thought that Lin Qingshan had really broken through. This is an 11 star. When he is at 11 star, he might not be able to improve in a few months. How long did it take to break through? Could it be that it was already on the verge of breaking through before? Patriarch Sun can only think so, but there is no doubt that Patriarch Sun is extremely happy. Patriarch Zhou and Patriarch Wu's complexion changed, and the 11 star improved again. Even if they weren't 12-star masters, they would definitely be relatively outstanding among the 11 stars. The help of this master is not good for the Sun family. But if you want to get the Yen Zhugua, you must first kill the Star Yen beast, and the two patriarchs can only suppress their fears. It turns out this is Miss Lin, who has been admired for a long time. Miss Lin, this time I will slay the Star Yen beast, but I have to ask you. Patriarch Zhou and Patriarch Wu stepped forward not to be outdone. Lin Qingshan said hello one by one, and said modestly. Where, the little girl is the two big names that have been admired for a long time. As for slaying the Starflame beast, with the strength of the little girl, he can only help in front of the three patriarchs. Where is the Starflame beast's opponent? Both sides complimented each other, and each smiled. Han Feng rolled his eyes in his heart. Relying on Sister Lin's extremely special skills, top-ranking martial arts, and the superior and inferior spirit weapon Purple Thunder Whip, these patriarchs are alone, and they really are not Sister Lin's opponents. I really want to see what expressions these patriarchs would look like when seeing Sister Lin's strength when killing the Starflame beast. There was another greeting on both sides, and Patriarch Sun suddenly patted his forehead. Seeing my excitement, I almost forgot to do business. Miss Lin, Brother Zhou, Brother Wu, we enter the lobby. In the lobby, several people from UU reading www.wukanshu.com started talking about dealing with the Starflame beast. What to do during the process. Patriarch Zhou grinned and said that Starflame beast is a 9th level monster. According to the nephew, it is only the early 9th level, which is equivalent to the strength of our profound level 1-star warrior. This kind of strength is certainly the bottom of the profound stage, but it is not a small threat to our human stage. I suggest that some of our patriarchs take the lead, and the human rank 10-star and 11-star masters will help. As for the human ranks below the 9 stars, you can assist from a distance. Under the 6-star human rank, they are the younger generations of our 3 major families. It is okay to let them open their eyes, but when it comes to attacking, they don't need them. Patriarch Sun and Patriarch Wu thought about it, and both nodded slightly. For the 9th level beast, it is really just a burden for the human level 6 stars and below. Family Master Wu said, although it is useless under the 6-star human rank, it is still possible for other functions. Naturally, our respective direct descendants cannot sacrifice, but those collateral or guards are okay. We can give them more if we survive. Reward, and make a contribution to the family after death, just be kind to their family. Patriarch Sun finally said, what the two said is good, so be it. Miss Lin, you can add something. Lin Qingshan shook her head, no, as long as my brother is with me. Family Master Sun frowned, Brother Han? Ms. Lin should think about it. Brother Han's cultivation level is only 2 stars, and a fluctuation in the true essence of Starflame Beast is likely to kill Brother Han. 9 Flame Sovereign Chapter 89, Show Off. Lin Qingshan smiled faintly. Patriarch Sun can rest assured, since I said that, my younger brother is naturally able to protect himself, and he will not be inferior to his mid-rank. If there is any problem, it will be the responsibility of my brother and I, and it will not involve Patriarch Sunday. Patriarch Sun suddenly smiled awkwardly. Indeed, he was afraid that if Han Feng was not good, Lin Qingshan would anger to their grandson's house. In this way, they would not be able to win, but would offend a future strong man. And the most important thing is that if Han Feng is left, it can be considered a hostage, lest Lin Qingshan suddenly breaks the contract halfway. A man level 11-star master suddenly made something in the middle, and the loss would be great. Patriarch's son apologized. Since Miss Lin said so, it is as Miss Lin wished. The next day, all three of them were ready to gather outside Renwu City. The patriarch of the Zhou family is a human level 12-star master. He has brought 2 human level 11-star masters, 6 human level 10 stars, and human level 9-star to human level 7-star masters. People rank 6 stars and below, there are dozens. This person ranks 6 stars and the warriors below 6 are divided into 2 groups. One of them had a small number of people, only a few, but they were proud, and the other group had a calm complexion, and some vicissitudes of life appeared in the eyes. Obviously, the small number is the family line. The ones with a large number are the collateral and external guards of the patriarch. These people obviously also know what they will end up with, but fortunately the family is more generous to their families. These people have left no regrets. Wu's and Sons are similar to Zhou's. It's just that Lin Qingshan and Han Feng are 2 more in the Sun family. One is a human rank 11-star, which belongs to the top among a group of warriors, and the other is a human rank 2-star, which is the bottom among a group of warriors. It is really 2 extremes. Patriarch's son arched his hands around. Everyone, it's time to go. At this moment, an unpleasant voice sounded. Uncle Sun, we are going to kill the Starflame beast. We are not going to travel. Why do we need to bring a small 2nd star? On the side of Zhou's family, an arrogant young man in a golden robe cried out with dissatisfaction. Patriarch Zhou's face changed, and he stared at the boy fiercely. This Zhoupa, he said that he can't offend Lin Qingshan, how can he pay? But then Patriarch Zhou saw Zhoupa squinting at Han Feng with contempt, and his fiery eyes were placed on Lin Qingshan. At this time, the Zhou family group didn't understand what Zhoupa was thinking. It was because of Miss Lin. Lin Qingshan and Han Feng claim to be siblings, but their names are different. Everyone knows that there is something tricky. Looking at the ambiguous relationship between the two, they are even more likely to guess. Since Zhoupa has taken a fancy to Lin Qingshan, he naturally targeted Han Feng. Otherwise, I would have flattered my brother-in-law. Patriarch Zhou felt happy. Although Zhoupa has only a 5-star human rank, he is only 18 years old. He is still quite talented. If he is attracted by Miss Lin, wouldn't he draw Miss Lin over? In this way, Patriarch Zhou swallowed back when he wanted to scold him. Patriarch Wu on the other side sneered. This old Zhou is really confused. Miss Lin is only in her early 20s, but she is already 11-star. Compared with Miss Lin, Zhoupa is nothing but waste. One is in the sky and the other is in the sky. Underground. The difference is so huge, unless Miss Lin is blinded, she will see last week break. Brother Han and Miss Lin are ambiguous, but Brother Han is already the pinnacle of the 2nd-star human rank when he is less than 14 years old. After the age of 15, he is an age group with rapid development of strength. When he is at the age of Zhoupa, it is estimated that it has already reached the level of 7 or 8 stars in the late human stage. At the age of Miss Lin, she may not be worse than Miss Lin. These 2 talents are a suitable pair. Patriarch Wu put his arms around his chest and looked at the Zhou family with a lively smile. Patriarch Sun's face is also very ugly at the moment. No matter how weak Han Fengxiu is, he is also a guest of their Sun family. What can you say to Zhou's family? Just as Patriarch Sun was about to say something, Lin Qingshan snorted coldly. I will take care of your eyes, and then look at this lady with that disgusting look. This lady has dug out your eyes. Zhou Po's face suddenly became embarrassed. Zhou Patriarch said solemnly, Miss Lin, please also pay attention to your wording. Lin Qingshan just sneered. Now Lin Qingshan really treats Han Feng as her own younger brother, and even has some inexplicable thoughts. How can outsiders speak ill of Han Feng? If it hadn't been scrupulous about the Zhou family and the Zhou Patriarch, Lin Qingshan would have slashed out with thunder. The atmosphere between the 2 sides suddenly became serious. At this moment, Han Feng came out. Your Excellency, what realm have you reached? Zhoupa looked proudly. Human rank 5 stars. Said. Zhoupa still squinted at Han Feng. It's not like you can compare to a 2nd star. Han Feng sneered, looking at you. You are at least 3 or 4 years older than me and only a little bit taller than me. It's a shame that you still have the face to look down on me. Don't think that I don't know your thoughts. Didn't I just fall in love with my sister, and don't take A to look like you? You look crooked, and you deserve it too? Many people laughed because of Han Feng's words. Even some of the Zhou family's collaterals can't help but laugh. It is them who are also dissatisfied with Zhou Pa. You. Zhou Pa pointed to Han Feng www. Until novel. Calm and was speechless. Suddenly, Zhou Pa's eyes flashed coldly. If you can insist on 3 tricks in my hands, I will agree to go and apologize to you. Can you dare? When Patriarch Sun heard this, he immediately opened his mouth and refused. The 5-star human rank and the 2-star human rank seemed to differ by only 3 stars, but in fact they were very different. One is the middle stage of the human stage, and the other is just the initial stage of the human stage. But Han Feng arrived soon, I promise. Patriarch Sun slapped his legs angrily. Brother Han can't stand the excitement anymore. How can this be good? Sun Bin whispered, Father, haven't you seen Ms. Lin's expression change? Maybe this Han Feng has some cards in hand. Patriarch Sun smiled bitterly. If there is any whole card, the 2 sides have a difference of 3 stars. Alas, I can only hope that what you said is right. If there is something wrong with little brother Han at this time, Miss Lin will definitely not let it go. This union may be destroyed. Then the Star Yen Beast and take the Yen Zhuguo and the Fire Zhuguo. Very good, I'll let you do it, you can do it first. Zhou Pa walked out of the crowd and said with a grin. Wait. Han Feng suddenly interjected. Zhou Pa snorted, what? Afraid? Han Feng smiled lightly, it's nothing, I just think your previous bet is too small. Why not? I will book a new bet. If I lose, I will pay you 500 high-grade and low-grade spirit stones. If I win, yes, you pay me 500 high-grade and low-grade spirit stones, can you dare? 9 Flames Sovereign Chapter 90, Show Off. Wow. The crowd was in an uproar, and they never expected that Han Feng would propose such a bet. From the eyes of most people, this Han Feng was crazy. Zhou broke his chi and smiled extremely. It seems that you are very confident. Okay, I agreed. The Patriarch Zhou behind is about to swear, damn bastard, I haven't agreed yet. You have a right to agree with Zhou Pa. At the beginning, Patriarch Zhou just wanted to use Zhou Pa to win over Lin Qingshan, but Lin Qingshan said coldly before letting Patriarch Zhou know that this was just his delusion. Now that things have reached this point, Patriarch Zhou even knows that their Zhou family and Lin Qingshan's Liangzi are settled. No matter who Han Feng and Zhou Pa wins, the contradiction between the two is irreconcilable. But Patriarch Zhou did not expect that such a horrible bet would appear in the end. 500 high-grade and low-grade spirit stones, it was their Zhou family. To take out such a large amount of spirit stones, it was a great loss, and it could even be said that it barely affected the foundation of the Zhou family. Of course, if you win, it's nothing. But did things really go so smoothly? Patriarch Zhou had a bad feeling in his heart. Gritted his teeth, Zhou Pa is the grandson of the elder. If I directly intervene now, this kid will complain to the elder, I will suffer too. This weak Pa has a high self-esteem and always thinks that he is great. If I intervene, Po will think that I will hinder him this week and not save him face. Although my cultivation base is high, the prestige of the great elder is even greater. No matter what, if this week's break fails, let the first elder family come out with these compensations. At that time, maybe the elder first family can be used to make the prestige of the first family and the Zhou family plummet. At that time, the Zhou family is my word. If it succeeds, 500 high-grade and low-grade spirit stones can also make my Zhou family stronger and overwhelm the Wu family and the Sun family. Patriarch Sun and Bin Sun looked at each other. Sun Bin whispered, Father, you can rest assured now. Although Han Feng and I don't have much contact with each other, we know that we are not a person with a lack of brains. We must rely on such a gambling contract. Remember the Tianmu that the child said? On the surface, this Tianmu was subdued by Miss Lin. Of course, in fact, the Tianmu is indeed afraid of Miss Lin, but it has more to do with this Han Feng. Intimacy, even more reluctant when I left. If I didn't have any means, would the Tianmu look like this? You know, the wisdom of the Tianmu is not inferior to the 9th level monsters and the 10th level monsters. It is not so easy to trick and get along with. Patriarch Sun nodded slightly. In that case, let us wait and see. Jopa was crazy, but it was a bit of a brain. Knowing that Han Feng made such a bet, he had a certain degree of self-confidence, and he did not dare to be careless at the moment. Pom-poms! Jopa gave a low cry, and slammed his hands on the ground. Rumbling. The ground cracked, and countless cracks spread toward the Korean wind. Han Feng's lips twitched. Human-level middle-rank martial arts, but looking at this level, it should be only ordinary human-rank middle-rank martial arts, not the bottom, but it is not top, and it will survive to reach the stage of Xiaocheng. Martial arts are not that easy to practice. According to common sense, human-level lower-rank martial arts correspond to the early human-level martial artist, human-level middle rank corresponds to the middle-level human-level martial arts, and to the last human-level top rank corresponds to the peak of the human level. But in fact, when most martial artists can master martial arts to perfection, their cultivation base has already exceeded the martial skill level. For example, in the middle stage of the human rank, the lower rank martial arts of the human rank are mastered to completion. The martial artist can cultivate the martial arts of the corresponding level to perfection. For example, in the middle stage of the human rank, the ability to master the middle rank martial arts to the perfection is already a genius understanding. If a martial artist can surpass a level, even if he hasn't cultivated to perfection, he is only a small or great achievement, he is already a super genius. For example, the mid-level human-level martial artist has already cultivated the high-level martial arts to the small or perfect level. Xianyan Chain. The 5 chains condensed out, rotating like a cage to surround the Korean wind. The cracked earth block touched the 5 mysterious flame chains and immediately turned to ashes. Human-level lower-grade martial arts are close to completion. In an instant, with high eyesight, he could see the progress of Han Feng's martial arts, and he could see that this was the top of the lower rank, maybe even higher. Everyone took a sigh of relief, and the talent level 2 stars had mastered this level. This child's comprehension was definitely a genius level. Jopo's face was pale. It just resisted one move. I see how you can stop the next move. 4-pillar prison. Jopa puts his hands together, and with the passing of a large amount of earth attribute innocence, 4 huge stone pillars suddenly emerge from the ground around Han Feng. These stone pillars are even more covered with stone thorns. 9 steps on the Liang. 3 groups of bright suns suddenly lit up under Han Feng's feet, and everyone who was shining couldn't open their eyes, and only those whose cultivation base far surpassed Han Feng were spared. Jopa is obviously not in this list. His eyes were irritated and closed involuntarily. Jopa lost Han Feng's figure, and the attack of the 4 stone pillars instantly lost its tactics. Crazy flame crit. Han Feng jumped up, 6 huge fireballs in his hand fell from the sky, like a meteor shower. Rumbling. The ground shook, brown and red light surged, and the 4 stone pillars shattered into pieces. Han Feng laughed. 2 tricks have passed, you still haven't won. Jopo's eyes improved at this time, and his face was pale. There is a 3rd trick, he was crazy. Jopa had planned to bring his true energy and burst out the strongest blow, but this time, Han Feng took the lead. Xianyan Chain. The 5 chains condensed together at this moment and burst out with a buzzing sound of breaking through the air. Oops. Burst sand palm. The ground around Jopao's feet collapsed, and the fragmented ground turned into yellow mineral sand and condensed in front of Jopao, forming yellow sand palms. The chain collided with the yellow palm, and the yellow sand splashed out. Jopa sneered, a mere 2-star human rank, several times in succession of martial arts, presumably you have consumed almost, I said, you are not my 3-stroke enemy. Han Feng smiled suddenly, and his anger broke out. The early stage of human rank Samsung. In an instant, everyone saw Han Feng's true chi cultivation. Han Feng's true energy is stronger than that of ordinary warriors. The initial cultivation level of Samsung is comparable to or even surpassing the peak of Samsung. The attack of the mysterious flame chain suddenly increased. Samsung, it turned out to be Samsung, intelligence error. Zhou Pe cursed in his heart. Actually, even Patriarch Sun and others were surprised. Patriarch Sun quickly asked Sun Bin, "Didn't you say that Han Feng is only a human level 2 star? Why is it suddenly a human level 3 star?"